Okay. And I said the last one might be last episode, and that's fine. But I don't know. I played like an extra like 20 minutes after I ended that just to like even like try to make heads or tails of it. I feel like I need like a PhD in like comp sci or something to make this work, but maybe not. Maybe not. But no, it's taking a while to load. World's pretty big. World's pretty big. Nope, I think it crashed. That's good. Nope, 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 nope. You are responding. You are responding. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, anyways, I grabbed a blueprint from someone else here just to see what's going on, and let me tell you, I have no idea what's going on anyways, so it's not helping at all. I should probably just delete it. But after playing with the circuits a whole bunch, and here's the signal coming in for the shape currently. This is like so compact. I don't know how he made this. Like I can't even like think. Like do signals get preserved through the whole thing? That's what I gotta figure out. It's kind of hard to reverse engineer when it's, you know, like this. I guess it's not that bad. I'm trying to figure out like why things work on this the way it does, and I just can't. But you know. Anyways, as I was putzing around with it, got signals coming in. And then you use these displays. Very handy. You can turn it off too if I need to, but very handy display here. I don't know why I need this 3x3. And it seems when you like, it seems circuits go for the top, or I should say northeast, not top right, northeast. They are primarily northeast oriented. So this is like the 0. This is 1, 2, 3. If that makes sense. Now that being said, we got these shape analyzers here. And it only analyzes the top right shape, so I got that, and then it splits the color off one way, and then the actual shape of it this way. But it's very confusing. Like it's really hard to wrap my head around this because like, I have the reverse rotator here. This comes here because this like, I really kind of wish there was a shape analyzer solution that didn't read top right only and like read the whole shape. I mean, I guess that's kind of what just having a whole circuit coming in right away is for. Makes sense. But anyways, so I'm like rotating this circuit coming in here. Okay, clockwise direction. And that makes this the top left after this. So it's reading the top left here. Yeah, the problem is it's still displaying it as top right because it can only read top right, which is like, again, very, very confusing, especially coming from like an English or like a Western speaking country that like reads top left to top right. It makes sense from a programming perspective. I'm pretty sure it's just very confusing for me like to wrap my head around this. So this is actually reading the top left here, not the top right, but it displays top right, so it's like really easy to get confused while doing this. And the issue is then you also, so you have the top right signal after this coming into here, and then it moves the top right signal only further on. But then you need to orient it again with another reverse rotator. Okay, actually I messed this up, I think. Did I mess this up? Does this need to be a rotator? I know, talking through things could definitely help. But anyways, we have these things called simulated machines here. So this is basically like, this wire is a conveyor belt. Okay, it's conveyor belting this shape signal, quote unquote. We can just call it just like a shape. And then we use these simulated machines to modify that shape to get where we need to go, apparently, with the signal on the wire. It's a little confusing, I know. This is top left. Why did I rotate this? Top left. I rotate it, read the signal, it reads it. No, because it needs to rotate back towards top left. Yeah, okay. See, I made this and I'm confused. Like, but anyways, as far as the signal is kind of concerned, coming in and out, it's like only off and on. So if there's nothing in that shape direction, you know, we have a space here that's empty, right? Which we rotate twice to get to. We rotate this signal, which is very handy that it at least like tells you when you hover it Okay, that's very nice. We rotate that twice so that we put the empty space in the top right, reads that. It's like, oh, there's no, see, it's null. We get the null signal. That's great. So then we have no shape design, no color, nothing. So then that transfers to my circuit machine here of what kind of shape it could be. So I'm using a comparison gate between this signal that's getting rotated from the top right in, not for this one, obviously, and then reading towards this, and then this signal lets, you know, I have a little display here telling if it's on or off. Yes or no signal with the comparison gate. So I had to look up the exact shape that this is and configure it, and then I gotta put it in here. And as you know, as we read it, it's like top right, bottom right, bottom left, and then top left. And the big shape here is the actual shape, and this is the, you know, fluid color. Or no, it's the item code because it's the shape. No, it needs no, I haven't done color yet. No, never mind. See, I'm getting so confused with this. This is like it's very simple in theory, I suppose. I'm getting very confused about it though. I really wish I could like display, like I wish this told me what this was. If that makes sense. This too. Right, I would love it if I could like click a button right here that tells me what this exact shape is in the codes. Right, that's the one thing that I think is missing from this game to make this a lot easier. Like I would like to have an interface like this that lets me like click this, it tells me what that shape is. You know, the same way I was using location markers and I was copying the shapes of the milestone. Like here, I click this, then I would copy this, then I would put that into the location marker. Over here, down here. Very confusing. Very, 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 very confusing. Also, there's also a hexagonal game mode, in case you're wondering. That's what some of these are for, which is, like, kind of wild to think about. 6 is a bit harder to work with than 4, I'll tell you what. Oh, this one's a 5. This one's a 5 shaper. Is there a 5 shape mode? Huh. But yeah, like I said, probably not going to I'll probably play this game on my own and do the later game modes just for fun. But I don't want to like commentate it, you know, it's like a whole separate thing. But anyways, for our make anything machine, I need to figure out a way to use these signals to get the right shapes and then combine them all together to make this shape that's coming in from this signal and then send that on the train back to the start, if that makes sense. Which is it's a lot of literal moving parts here. So there's a few ideas to work with here, of course. We could do what this blueprint I downloaded is, where you just get all 4 shapes in and then you do it locally, right? Spit it out. I have no idea how this works. I could barely even like think about how this works. It's very complicated for me. It's not actually that I'm at that point of understanding where I know this isn't actually that complicated what's going on here, but to me it seems very, very complicated and hard to wrap my head around, which makes it very hard to work with, period. Because like I don't understand like why he did things a certain way that he did, if that makes sense. On this, because like I assume because these are top right, bottom right, top right, bottom right. So I think he segmented each thing into which region of the cut they're making, which makes sense, of course. But I can't wrap my head around the because it's so compact, right? That's the problem. It's because it's so if I could like expand this to like a 2x2 or a 3x3 to analyze individual parts, I could probably figure out how it works from there. But it's like, well, first off, I don't want to spend like 5 hours doing that, manually doing this, because then I mess up anywhere along the way, and then it's a nightmare. Like, I could reverse engineer it. It's going to take too long to do. Or my alternative I'm thinking of is, like, I could just quarter every single shape and just bring 16 inputs in. Actually, how many shapes are there? There's more than that, right? Are there only 4 shapes? No, I mean, like... 4 basic shapes. It's even harder once you start adding in like hexagons and other stuff. But I'm thinking like for me personally, I would probably have to quarter every single one of these and put it all into like a different line, and then activate or deactivate that line based on whether the signal needs it. That's how I would do it. Okay, but the thing is, that would be very monstrous. It would be absolutely crazily monstrous, space-wise, to do it that way. I'm thinking of doing it, like, literally, like, 4 times the space for what, you know? But, like, that would be the easiest way for me, personally, to do it. It's not the easiest way to do it, obviously, but... Anyways, moving on to layers. So we have this layer from the milestone, which honestly looks kind of quaint in comparison now. I looked ahead at some of the other game modes and I was like, wow, this looks so much easier compared to that now. I didn't think it was that complicated to begin with, but like, yeah. But anyways, we have the signal coming in here, as you can see from the display, of course, you know. So I produced the signal, I copied the code for it all. This is a simulated unstacker, and it kind of does it in a reverse direction. So it splits the top layer to the side, and the rest of the layers down. And again, I would love it if I could like see a shape code or something here at this state. Like that would help a lot. Game devs, please. Maybe there's a way to do that. I can't find it. Or well, I didn't really try to find it that hard, but you know. But anyways, now we got here, and then we have all these rotators. Course, so we can divert the shape into all its constituent parts. So we can use these signals coming out of here and here to do everything we need. It's just I'm the one who has to think about doing that, which is not going so hot. So that's the problem. And then, anyways, as you unstack it more and more, obviously it takes the top layer, and now we have pins here. Okay, and we have more pins. Now the pins are out here, which is like what is this? It's so goofy, that display. And then now it's be on the final layer. So then we basically split this with these unstackers into this, what you're seeing here. And then we use these signals, like this number here, come out, and we would use those signals to determine what shapes we need. Okay? And honestly, way simpler when it's just basic shapes like this. A bit more complex here. So yeah, I would like to also, because you literally cannot get this shape right here, by the way. The shape right here cannot be done in gray or like uncolored. So like it's very confusing seeing this for the first time. And then this color, it's like, is this gray could be null, it could be the gray, you know, it could be black, like. It could use a name display, like this would say black, this would say white on top of the white, especially for colorblind people. I think that would help a lot as well. But anyways, I don't plan on making a super complex MaM. In fact, I'm not even making a MaM period. I would just like to make one layer. that's what I would like to do. Just break it down into smaller parts, and then I'll just end on that. Maybe I'll play with it some more, probably just play the other game modes on my own time. Okay, so on and so forth. So, that being said, now I gotta figure out how to use these signals here to make this shape up here. Using this as like a reference, but not really. Anyways, that's where I'm at. And I'm thinking of the best way to do that, because it's a little confusing. I could because this is already cutting the shapes, right? So I could get 4 lines of a circle on every single corner of orientation, and then this signal matches, it places it in that orientation, which would be the simple way, but the problem is that would lead to not working on multi-layers. The next thing, obviously, is painting. I don't understand how to do paint layers. You know, like, how would I guess I would need to read the color here, and then, I don't know. That would be really hard to condense. That seems like, because like this guy, I didn't look at any passes. I know there's other designs for like painter and everything. I'm just working on basic shape right now, first and foremost. Okay, that's it. But like, this was the easy part. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This was the easy part. So, and I can't figure that out. And that's where we're in trouble. That is where we're in trouble. So, the issue of cutting the shape the way I'm doing here, obviously, is that I would need to trash the shapes that are left over, which feels very wasteful, but, like, might genuinely be the simplest way to do it. I know, right? Crazy. But I'm gonna start by trying that, I think. Let's just get all 4 shapes in their own little orientation. Copy this, something like this. So that's my first solution to this problem. Will it work? Who's to say? Probably will, because it's a very simple problem at its current stage. But again, space. Space has become a premium because of that. So, yeah. That's the issue. Could move this. I don't think it would even function if I rotated it like this. Yeah, see, it like doesn't function weird the way I did it. Yeah, I should do this in a separate place entirely, now that I'm thinking about this. It's also the logistical concern, of course. Because this is only 180, which, I mean, if they're only 1,000, it shouldn't, like, I shouldn't worry too much about scale. I'll be real. But I want to worry about scale, because, you know, that's the game. It's pretty much the game. And obviously I didn't build this to the best specifications either, so yeah, that's not helping. Anyways, I need to cut these again. That's the issue. See, we're already at the first issue. The space is gonna be doubled. You know? We're gonna be dealing with double space at this point, which is not great. Not great at all. Because, like, I'm already, like, working with not that much space. Maybe better going up in the middle. You know, let's make a separate platform entirely, so I don't have to worry about space at all. But, you know, let's start there. These come in here through the middle. Delete all this. Boom, boom. Let's go down from the top. And see, the issue with the circuits, it's always northeast oriented, so it's like you can't really work like this, and you're going to get confused at some point. It's just a limitation of what needs to happen in the game. That's all. Yeah, like, how am I even getting all these lines out of here? That's the next issue. Like, yeah, it's condensed. Looks nice being condensed like that, but doesn't really work out too well otherwise. Guess I could. One space. Comes out one space, and these two are together. Like, even just that one space helps a lot. So let's just delete all this. Cut this out, go one space this way, cut this out, go one space. No, actually, that needs to be the other way. Like so. Copy that, paste, paste, paste. See, the problem is these comparisons don't automatically function. So I can't like make a comparison that just makes this shape, I guess, right off the bat. I need to work with this, so it's a little more complicated than I'm trying to make it, than it's being made out to be here. But like, I don't need to deal with the throughput. That's the thing. It doesn't need to be high throughput. Okay, that's not the point of the make anything machine. Eventually, if you make the make anything machine, you could just scale that up infinitely. Okay, but it's a very big machine. Like, that's not gonna work. Like, how do I get these separated out? And again, it needs to be north-oriented, because, yeah. Everything's north-oriented in this game. I could cut it right away. But obviously, we're running out of space for that. Okay, that's why... Okay, now I see why he did it on each way. He separated into separate orientations. Okay, I understand. I have to figure out these belt filters. That's the thing. How do I use a belt filter? This is a comparison. Gate. Comparing the shape with this. And if it's not the same... sends a signal down to not output. I don't know. Brain don't work good. You know, I could probably, it's probably better if I did it also one way or the other, I suppose. Something like this, okay, something like that. Catch here. Doesn't really work. Go down like this. Comes out. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Something like that. I have these two coming out together. I just do one shape. I'll just one shape at a time. Alright, see if this is possible. So this goes like this, comes out like this. Okay, so then I can copy this, put this in. There we go. Correctly orients it right off the bat, which is great. We love that. And I need to make another 4 cutters. Yeah. That's where, actually we have 8 cutters. Oh god. Never mind, that needs to be 8. Is it better to do it like this? Can definitely condense that down, but I just need it to work first and foremost. Okay. Yeah, see, this is the problem with my design idea here is now we have from 4 inputs, 16 outputs, which not ideal. And if I start with hexagons instead, we're going from 6 to 36. Not great. Not great. Because then you need 3 outs. So it just makes sense to do it locally. Again, this is the issue here. We already got kind of beefy contraption. It's already kind of confusing as is. I mean, I haven't even begun to like start working at all the bits out. Yeah, it doesn't work because it's smushed against the side. But of course. Ugh. Yeah, this doesn't really work either, because this one I can't do the same design, because... Does it mirror it? Something like that? So we have all 4 of our outputs. How many for this? And the problem is, if I want to get that many outputs out, I need to put them on separate layers, which causes issues, as we discovered. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, it works like this. Okay, that's my circle out. Great. Jeez, all this just for that. Can I make a single tile design as a shape corridor? That's the next issue. Like, I could do that. There's no real reason for me to be doing this if I'm not going to condense it like this. I could just make it a tileable. Not the worst idea. Not the worst idea. Maybe I should do that, actually, now that I've seen it. I don't know if a single tile is good enough, though. Can a single tile do quarter shape? Shape quarter? It'd be kind of tricky. I could try. Problem is it only go from 1 layer, because it does not enough room. Now see, like, I can't even fit enough. Unless I use the 2nd layer, and then I would need to have different inputs instead, so... It would have to be 3 separate blueprints if I did it tileable like that. Which, I mean... Sure. You can go like this, basically. But again, not trying to make a whole full functional MaM here. I'm just trying to make something that makes a single shape. Doesn't really work. I need to mirror these. These need to get mirrored. Okay, that's pretty condensed. Like it could be more condensed, but I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. But now what? You know, like if I use the 3rd layer, it's not so bad. But like, not really enough space for that. I could just use a big cutter. Yeah, I already have the shape splitter and organizer here. It would be like that. I don't need to rotate both of those. Let's rotate clockwise for both of them, I guess. Okay, I'm curious how this will work. Yeah, not so much. Not so much. Seem to be having a bit of an issue here. mean, they're kind of organized. Okay, not really. No, they're just thrown out. Okay, well, that didn't work. Be a better design than that. I mean, I already organized it. That's the thing. I need this without the rotator. If that makes sense. I just need something that takes 4 inputs and just cuts them. I think if I do that, I'll do anything else, it just cuts. There's like just no room. Just no room. At least for, I mean, for a single layer, it's not really. If I use multiple layers, it's room, obviously, but. Problem is, you can't organize an output like this, really. You'd have to separate them in 2 separate sides. So you'd think this would work. Or you'd think this would work for a half shape, but not really. Why does this not work for a half shape? That's the next question to ask. Because it rotates the wrong way. These rotate clockwise. Okay, stick to 1 layer for now. It's a 180 rotator, but since the shape is not that anymore, it should work. Yeah, I'm gonna try that real quick. Delete this. Well, this side works. But I need a universal solution. You see the problem here? Okay, it'd be reverse rotator on this side. Okay. Yeah, no. Hold up. I'm cooking. Chill. You should not let me cook, by the way. I'm a disaster in the kitchen. Do not actually let me cook ever. Clear this out. Okay, we kind of have a solution here. That only works with bottom half, you know. Okay, you see the problem? It only works on the bottom half. Man, this game, huh? This game. So now how do I make it work for the top half? Do I reverse? These are reverse rotators now on this side. And we have regular rotators on the other side. But ideally, I would have a solution that accounts for this, is the thing. You know, and I would never need to do this. Not really the case. I mean, it'll work like that. Yep. Top half tile. But there's gotta be a way that this just works. Just a single one, it like does both, right? I don't know. But, okay. Need to move my operations elsewhere. This is getting a little busy out here. I'm gonna try my initial design here, which is not gonna work for anything bigger than this, but like, maybe it will. Oh, the thing is, this works pretty well. Just, you know, on its own merits. Oh. And test design, shape quarter, I don't, what would I even? Such a stupid icon, but sure, why not? Oh. Single belt. It's not in the same folder though. Shouldn't I be able to? Oh, hey, I already made one. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I think it worked. Does it work? No, this one. This is destroyer. It destroys everything. That's not what I'm looking for. I don't even like collecting these anymore, right? Maybe I just want to see the top percentage of world to go up. I don't know. But anyways, while I'm figuring this out, let's talk about the game. Pretty cool game. I gotta say that. Very cool game. I really like this. Yeah, honestly, you know what? I'm starting to come around to the idea of not dealing with biters or adventuring like in... I really don't like the adventuring part of Satisfactory. I just want to make a factory. Okay, I don't want to explore the world. I don't want to go collect stupid lost technology in some obscure location that I probably have to look up some interactive online map for. And making a giant factory only to realize there were rich belts that have like, what, like 2.5 times the output as a regular belt. You know, in some better location elsewhere. Like, that just feels bad. And it's kind of hard in Satisfactory to like build quickly as well. You can make blueprints, yes, which make things a lot simpler, of course. It's just annoying, you know, because if you because you're a single person. You're like, okay, I can build at scale here because I have all these blueprints. Blah blah blah. Yeah. I can zoom in, zoom out, plop 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 plop. Easy, right? Let's go plop 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 plop. Satisfactory, I'm a little guy. I'm the size of the shape in Satisfactory. I gotta run around to make this belt go here. And then I gotta connect this belt to this belt, and then I gotta deal with resources, and I gotta make the belt. Like, honestly, I just don't have fun with Satisfactory like the other two. I don't know. Factorio's alright, because it's all top-down. There's no layers, though. I really, like... I think the 2.5D really lends itself to this genre, because you don't really need to make like a 20 foot like or 20 floor tall tower like in Satisfactory. Like you don't really need 20 floors for most things. That's just to scale up vertically instead of like, you know, out and sprawl. Okay, and then to troubleshoot that tower, your little shape guy here has to somehow make a staircase going up here, look at what's wrong up here, then you gotta make another staircase going. Like, there's no overview. It's hard to see what's going wrong at a glance in Satisfactory. Like, you gotta do a lot of work to troubleshoot, basically. Factorio doesn't have that problem. It's 2D. You can see literally your entire factory in one screen. Okay? This game, you have 3 layers. That's it. That's all you need. But it has the tools needed to easily troubleshoot each layer individually. Very nice. Okay. All this to say that I think Satisfactory is the worst one of the bunch. Okay, fight me. Okay, please don't. I'm actually very brittle and tiny and small. Please don't fight me. You would probably shatter me, and you would probably just, you know, bend me in half and kill me. I can tell you that right now. That won't even be hard. But yeah, I really like Shapez. I think Shapez is my favorite of the 3 right now. I haven't tried Dyson Sphere Program or any of the other ones. I haven't tried any like the smaller, like more adventure-y ones. There's some games that have automation in different ways as well. You have like Necess, but you colonists, you assign them to do things and they just do them automatically, which is nice. I don't need to make like a complicated setup for it. You know, to like maximize efficiency or anything. You know, that is nice. Okay, I will say that. That being said, obviously those don't have like the depth of, you know, these 3 games. And I'm assuming Dyson Sphere Program because I heard a lot about it, but again, have not played. So cannot make an accurate judgment on that. And alright, this guy. What did he just say? He doesn't have a strong opinion about something he hasn't played? What? It's the internet. You gotta have a strong opinion about everything. What's he saying? Sorry, guy. Sorry. My bad. But yeah, honestly, Satisfactory is just like, it's just annoying a lot of the times. I think like I feel like the trucks always like fall over too. Like, it's kind of a problem. I think they made it better in a recent update, but like I obviously haven't played since then. It's just like too much scale. Doesn't seem like pointless. I feel like in Factorio there's like a lot of progress I'm making, and then like the factory's getting bigger and I get these new furnaces, and like Space Age was cool for a while, and then I got to Gleba. That was not so cool. But you know, it's kind of cool. Also, do I even need a 3x3? Can I fit this in a 2x2? It's kind of sticking out. I could do 2x3. 2x3 would work. I just need I just need outputs. That's what I need, that's all. I shouldn't need a, I mean, I could do it in a 2x2 if I really condense it down. But yeah, I don't know. I just didn't have much fun playing Satisfactory, so I just never beat the game, ever. It's like, whatever. And people are gonna be like, oh, are you gonna make an accurate assessment of the game if you haven't beat it? It just wasn't fun. And if it's not gonna capture my interest for that. And obviously the map is set in Satisfactory, in case you're wondering. You know, unless they changed it and made it like procedurally generated at some point, it's the same map every time. So like, there's an obvious best spot for everything, and some spots that are very hyper specialized for one specific thing. The problem is, I gotta walk over there in Satisfactory. You know? I can use a truck to get over there. It's gonna take a while. If I want to use a tube to get over there, I already have to be building that. There's some bugs you can use with like the launchers, I think, that you could like hyper shoot yourself across the map, of course, but like, you still have to set that up. You know? Factorio is a pretty small game, and you have robots for most of it, so you can like build on the other side of the map whenever you need to once you get to that point. Not conveniently at first, sure, but you know, you can. Shapes? Oh, let me start building over here. Done. Boom. And just like that, I have saved an hour of my life over Satisfactory in making a factory game, you know? Yeah, you see what I'm getting at? Like, it's too much. The Satisfactory is just too much. That's really all it comes down to. It's just too much. Also, why am I like, I could just copy this and mirror it. What am I doing? Oh, I gotta delete the previous one first, but yeah. I just think Satisfactory is it's just too much. You know, it's just too much. And, you know, I mean, like, it's fine. No shade on the game. I still had some fun with it. I just don't have as much fun with it as playing than I do as other games in the genre, that's all. Okay, can I even, like, do this conveniently? Yeah, this is such a bad solution to the problem. Look at this. Look what I'm doing. Someone managed to do this in a single tile. Here I am. I haven't even done the circuit work yet. Like, this tells me it's way simpler than I want it to, than I need it to be or expect it to be. It's way simpler than I think it is. But this is the solution my brain is coming up with because I can't think of another way to do it. It's just funny. I don't know. It's a little goofy. Now, do I use 2 belts where I just stack these on top of each other and these on top of each other? I could do that. Not the worst idea. I don't know if I want to do that. Anyways, how do I... Okay, so I gotta figure out how this works. So I'm rotating it, reading it. Now I'm rotating it back and reading that. And that gets compared here, so that this circuit would need to go out at some point. Oh, they'll need to come out at some point. And then it needs to... So now the circuit's out, this needs to hook up with a specific belt. I think. Not overflow splitter. Where... Logic gates? Signal transmission? Flow control? I don't know if a belt reader really... Actually, this could... Wait, maybe it does work. So then I could use this as a comparison with a comparison thing. Right? No, that's not gonna work. I guess I need a belt filter, right? And then what? Then I would need to trash it, right? If it's not what I want. Well, that kind of slows down throughput, though, if you do it that way. You know, that's the issue. Anyways, okay. So let's unpack some of this real quick. So I have all these coming in here. Oh, they're gonna clog each other up. That's right. Because if only one of these goes through, it's not gonna keep going through. The others are gonna get caught up onto it. So I would need to trash everything I don't want. Also, these outputs are not easy to work with here either. Maybe I should move these. Maybe I should use this one down here instead. That makes sense. Makes sense to me. I don't know, makes sense to you guys? It's just easier to work with when they're not so together. Look at all this, okay. Another 2x3. This is coming in here. This is coming in through here. This is coming in through, no, not like that, like here. Obviously I can use multiple layers, you know, do like this, make it easier, but I just want to work with this for now so I can clearly visualize it with nothing getting in the way. That's the important bit. Why are they going separate ways? What are you... Oh my god. Oh no, that's intended. No, that's right. Okay, so... I need a belt reader. And then this comes out here, gives me a display. Right? Okay, so this is a signal coming out of here. Now I need to find a way to get these signals out. This tells me what shape it is. It could be multiples, that's the issue. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. I can combine them, right? And then I'll come in through the top here. So that's the signal that comes out here. No, it doesn't work. No, this is just a reader. This is just a reader, right? So this needs, okay, this shape comes out here. This is reading. Oh god. Like, I'm just gonna say there's a reason I dropped out of comp sci. Full stop. Don't have the brain for this. I can think you like 100 creative solutions to some goofy problem you have. Once it comes to the hard logic behind everything, though, my brain just does not want to compute. Which is weird, because I can do mental math, like, super easily. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, either. I don't think, you know, I think the humans just don't make sense, now that I'm thinking about it. But anyways, we have a whole 180 belt of any of these shapes. They'll never overlap, so you'll always be able to have 180 output, as long as it's just a basic shape. So the signal comes out here. Add display, just to double check. So this is top left. Yeah, see, it's fucking beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful how someone managed to make this in a single tile. And I'm using, like, this. And I can't figure... It's crazy, right? It's absolutely crazy. Some people are just, like, so smart. Or maybe I'm just really that dumb. I mean, that's definitely part of it, for sure. But, you know... Okay, we'll get all these signals out, first and foremost. Obviously, this could be condensed a lot more than what I'm doing here, of course. And I don't need a display, of course. Like, I don't actually need to have this displayed. Because I already have the signal that I need coming out. And then... No, don't be crossing the wires. Okay, display here. Display. This will help me just... Oh, this needs to be like this. Okay, then this comes out. No, don't go in from the opposite side. So, I'm just playing these displays here so I can figure out what's, you know, getting displayed. That's all. I know what's coming and going. Okay, now I need to compare? I think. Oh god, this is gonna be a nightmare. I need... Oh my god. How did someone do this in a single tile? How did your boy do this in a single tile? How did he do this? It was amazing. Meanwhile. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, I don't need to shape quarter everything. I just need to read if I need that shape, and then it'll only quarter if I do need that shape, which is probably the way to do it. So I should probably get the signals coming in from here to the start, so that like this basically the whole process never even begins when it's already going down, like where this is like extremely wasteful basically. Because I'm not using, you know, as you can tell in here, I'm not using the diamond, I'm not using the shuriken. I think they're called stars, but I'm gonna call it the shurikens, it's funny. So I'm not using either of these, so they don't actually need to go through here at all. Anyways, I guess it does keep the part of this. So we have this shape comes out here. This is just to read that number. I don't actually need to be reading this at all, I don't think. I might need to, actually. Because, no, I need this to tell when to turn on. So I need to build them, so this needs to come out right here. Okay, that doesn't really work, because, no, actually, no, it's based in quarters. No, it should work. No, it should work. It should work. Actually, God. But it's like only this one should be on is the thing. God, I hate this because yeah, it's one of those things where you just like know the answer staring you in the face. You just cannot figure it out. And you know it's like the simplest. It's like I'm staring at like a New York Times connections, and like I just cannot for the life of me figure out what the fourth one is. Like, I know the first three, and then the fourth one, it just doesn't make sense. Somehow. You think it'd be easy, but then, like, you're just staring at it, and you're just like, why? How are these connected? I had a certain sound, like, or maybe something is in there that's so obvious, but you don't know that, because you don't know that pop culture reference. So it's like you don't have that final piece of the puzzle you need, even though it's, like, a really simple puzzle, right? There's like a square missing. There's just a square missing, and you just cannot find that square. But it's right there. Like it's the last piece of the puzzle, and it's just not there. And it is. Okay. I don't know if I need this signal or this signal. Because grabbing every single one of these signals is not ideal, of course. Oh my god. I need to do something. That's the thing, I need to do something. I can't just, like, do nothing. I'm not gonna get anywhere if I just do nothing. Okay, so these are all here. I need to compare. I need to use this comparison gate to something. I don't know what I need to compare it to. But all these, I need to turn these into signals. I need belt readers for each one of these. No, no, go that way. It's not ideal doing it this way, actually, either. I need space between them. Just trash. I don't need to trash it for now. Okay, the signal sends here. Okay, I have these signals now. Wait, I can't combine these signals though. Oh my god. If I could combine all these separate signals on a single wire that I could then compare to. Because I don't want to do 4 comparisons. I don't want to put I don't want to put like 4 comparison wires on each one of these, and then 4 comparisons on each of these to connect to these. That doesn't make sense. I've already done the comparing back here. Okay, I've already done the comparing. And this needs to hook. Oh my god, there's so many different wires though if I do it this way. That's the thing, there's gonna be so many different wires if I do it this way. That's not ideal. It's like I see a way to kind of do it, but I just look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. How? Anyways, glad you tuned into my several hours long crash out. Enjoy your stay. We have all of these. This is compared with the... This needs to hook up to the top left square. This needs to hook up down here to this one, somehow. I need a way to turn this on or off. I've already done the comparison. Now I just have to turn things on or off. Okay, there's only gonna be one shape in every corner, so I could turn this. No, because then they're all gonna be on. It's always gonna do the top. If there's any top left shape, it's gonna input all of them at all times. How do I make it so only a square would come out? Your shape's big. Okay, well. Okay, I need to start practically doing this, just to see anything at all. Let's get the signal down here. First and foremost, so here it's here. This is on. This is the on signal for my top left square. I know this lines up to this. I need to grab this. This comes down here. So this is telling me which shape needs to be in this corner. And we know it's square. That needs to be in the corner. So I should line up all the top lefts together into a single line. Okay, okay, I can do that. I can make all the top lefts come in. On the same line, basically. I think that's the easiest way to organize this, essentially. So this is the top left shape. Let's bring this bad boy out here. This is the one that's on the left side. So just keep them lined up. Circle is the far right one, so this actually needs to come down over here. And square, I'll use the third layer for this. Again, I just need to do something. Like I can't just sit here and do nothing. I'm not gonna get anything done if I just sit here and do nothing. Okay, so we have all the top left shapes on this output. The top left corner. I know, right? I need all the bottom left ones. Furthest one back, so this is the bottom left one here. Doesn't need to be pretty, just needs to work. So there's all the bottom left ones here. Oh my gosh. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, where's my bottom left one here? There's the bottom left one for this one. Launch that across. That's not gonna work. Launch that across. Coming through here. No, do not hook up. No, don't break that either. Comes up this way. God, it's ugly. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Out here, this comes out this way, this comes down this way. Down this way. Great, okay. It's top left, this is bottom left. I need bottom rights together. outputs would come out. Let's go on the outside. So bottom rights actually need to come out like here or here, ideally. Did this in the wrong order. Did this in the wrong order. These need to be on the side here, or second here. Right? Diamond, shuriken, square, circle. Diamond, shuriken, square, circle. Diamond, shuriken, square, circle. They're gonna flow if I don't delete them. Okay. There's square outputs here. It was like the worst solution to this problem. These are all... I need all the... top left, bottom left. Bottom right, top right. Bottom right, top right. Bottom right on the inside. Here. Put it out to here. Right. It's so ugly. Oh my god, it's so ugly. It's so bad. It's so wasteful. It's so wasteful. Rightmost, aiming down is the... Yeah, we're just running like basically a single layer here, for the most part, just to organization's sake. Okay, I've done the comparison here already. It just really sucks that there's not really a way for me to carry these separate signals on a single line. If I could just combine all these together, it'd be so nice. I guess. So what I don't get is why this doesn't work here. Shouldn't it be... Or do I need to split this up one? Wait, hold up. Let me think about this for a second. I don't actually need these on or offs. This is just to help me visualize it, so I don't actually need those. I feel like I could grab this. No, it's a constant. No, it's a constant signal. That's not gonna work either. Oy, 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 oy. well, we'll just make the most inefficient thing ever. I even rated it up to the second level, just to simplify things a little bit here. Okay, I didn't line these up the way I should have. I just realized these are kind of backwards, what I was working with over here. Yeah, maybe that works in my favor, I don't know. This will come out, this will come out. I should probably split these up just in case. I have all these here. This is on, this is the square. Wait a minute. Hold up. Is there a... One sec, I gotta find... Not comparison, not transistor. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to look for right now. Team platforms, okay, toggle display. I need... Okay, so this, the signal producer here. Where is this? Toggle button, not what I'm looking for. Where's my signal producer? Where is that? Where is this? Am I stupid? Outrigger, belt filter, pipe gate, no. Global signal, no. Global signal receiver. Operators, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Wait, where is it? Logic gates, and that's my logic gates. It's not gonna be in here. Shape analyzer, no. Stackers, wait, where is it? Wait, where's the signal producer at? Did I miss it? Am I stupid? Don't answer that. Under here? Wire bridge, wireless sender? No, that's not it. Display? No. Toggle button? No. Also, I could use one of these too, maybe. Yeah. Wait. Okay, honestly, there's a solution for this that I can use in one gate. I know that. Oh, it's right here. I thought there was like a up, down, like a drop. Okay. That's just stupid of me. Whatever, don't worry about it. Okay. So I need to, like, compare... I could definitely do this in one wire, somehow. I just don't know how in my head right now. Probably with this transistor gate, if I had to take a guess. Or a comparison gate, something or. There's logic to use this. I don't think I need it, because this game hasn't really needed that the whole time. Not gate. So gate. It's exactly one input is on. No. Is it an AND gate? But then we compare this and this. They're both on, and then it comes out here, and then this sends. No, that only sends an on or off switch. That doesn't help me. I don't think. I mean, it would help me at some point, but like, where's the? It's gotta be the transistor, right? Forward this. Need to. What signal am I forwarding though? Need to forward something. Something like that? No. Shouldn't this work? These are null. They don't care. I need OR gates for this? That doesn't seem right. There's some way to logic this out. I just can't think of it in my head right now. Okay, so it's... Because these are fine if they're all 0. I don't care. So this'll help me forward this. Whatever's coming through here, as long as something's on. Yeah, I mean, it's already doing that though. It's already sending the signal. Unless they're all off. I guess if they're all off, I could do 4 separate. That doesn't make sense either. Does it? Wait. Needs to be at least displaced by like 2 here, doesn't it? If any of these are on, it'll forward the signal. And if not, it won't. But it was already forwarding the signal because it's already read that there's a signal coming on this side. So I don't actually need any of this. I don't think. And I'll work my initial thing first. So, oh my god. Yep. This is here. This is square. Top left square. So then I need to. I need to like. Can I mirror these? Oh, I see how he did it now. Okay, I understand. I'm trying to figure out how this guy did it, but he did it like this. So if it doesn't go through at all, it just pushes into the other one. So if it only pushes this one forward. So the way he set it up, I think, does everything right. The way I have this set up here, not great. I need to do the signals before this even starts, if that makes sense. I see. Okay, I see why he did it that way. But I'm kind of too deep into my own idea at this point, which is maybe not the way to say that, or the right mindset to have. I need to alternate all these at least by 1, maybe by 2. Yeah, maybe by 2 each. I don't know. Okay, so it filter shapes in line. If it detects signal, goes through. If it doesn't, pushes off. Got it. This needs to not be hooked up like that. Okay, I understand why he did the way he did now. So the further back the signal goes, the easier it is to work with. Anyways, I can use this. I can work with this. This is square. And then here. which one is this? Then it goes shuriken, circle, diamond. So now I only have the right shape coming through. Okay, we're getting somewhere. It's not efficient, it's not compact, but we are getting somewhere. It's not really gonna work super well, I don't think, but you know, life, just life. All these then. The same thing as I did with the belts and the other constructions, just gonna start big and then compact it down after, Okay, this is bottom left. Down here. I'll work with that. I don't actually need these displays, I just realized. They're already telling me they're on or off. Don't need them. I'm playing The Sims again. That's what this music sounds like. It's a very complex Sims. That's making me want to tear my hair out in frustration, but The Sims nonetheless. Alright, got all these here. Okay, let's come up this way. Super ideal, to be fair, but I guess I could fence it a little. Have a little bit more room to work with. Actually, I'm not using the side of the thing. I can use these in third. What am I even doing? Anyways, just emulate this down here instead. I guess we put it up here. Makes sense to put it up here. How much open space do I need? 1 for the top layer, 2, 3. Yeah, I should have put these circuits in the same orientation as this. It's making it a mess. I'll admit that. Not my greatest moment, but at this point I just want this to work and be done. So yeah, sue me. You know what? Maybe I should do it the same orientation. You guys are right. You're right. Diamond, shuriken, square, circle. Copying all these elsewhere. Actually, wait, let's do this. I'm just gonna redo this. Whole bit. Instead, okay. It's so hard to tell the wires from the different floors without looking from the side. Look, so much more organized, huh? Amazing. Okay, well, this deletes all the ones here. This is full capacity, right? It can push at 180 per second too? Yeah, it seems like it. Okay, okay. Almost there. Don't need this. It just needs to be the right shape and the right location. That's all. Okay, great. So we can actually delete all this. Please don't help me. I mean, it will help at some point, just not right now for what I'm trying to do. And I can come back to this idea. Yeah, they say in the corporate board meetings, you know, we'll circle back around on that. Okay. Next issue, I need to position these to the right side. They also need this extra space here. Okay, copy all these, put them to the side, rearrange them. Shuriken squares. Wait, why'd I do this side? Why'd I do this? Why did I do this one differently than the other? That doesn't make any sense. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, this one is wrong. Why did I do it this way? Put all these together. Okay, great. It's a lot more stressful than oh, that's right. Wires can go under. That is so right. I totally forgot that that's a thing. That's good. Good thing I figured that out now. Game's still making me feel stupid 50 hours later, huh? That's one. One is high. Two is also high. Three, this is 4. Bring these out here. Perfectly lined up already. Look at me go. Amazing. Copy all this. On the second floor, because I know I'm going to use it for the next one as well. Have more than 1,000 wires. Look at me go. These are not supposed to be connected. Why did you connect? These wires need to connect on their own time, alright? Right now, it's business. We're in the office, okay? They can't be smooching out in the hallway. There we go. But seriously, look at that. One tile. Look at that. 21 tile. I mean, I guess with the 32 tiles. I'm less than 3% efficient. It's fine. I'm still having fun and enjoying it, so you know that's the important bit, right? It's a friendly mate along the way, or something. I don't know. Did we make friends along the way? Probably not. I just know there's like some people that are just like holding their head in just like disbelief at my stupidity, and there's other people that are just like cheering me on. They're like, "Yeah, I did it." They can exist simultaneously. It's fine. Okay, so this is bottom right. This is top right. So bottom right are. I swear it's so hard to tell wires, wire layers. It's the bottom. Bottom right's the bottom one. Okay. These need to come out to here. I move to the second floor. Just... Get rid of all this. It's misaligned. Great. Love to see it. Love to see it. So great. Lovely to see you, misalignment. Let's let this through. Okay. And I can combine all these after, because I'm only ever going to need to use one of these shapes, right? So they're all oriented alignment-wise. These can all combine. At this point, because I'm only using one of the shapes, pretty sure. It's still probably going to get more complex if I start thinking about crystals and other things, but that's not what I'm worried about right now. That is not on my agenda. Okay, there we go. I have the right shapes everywhere, and all it took was this mess, which I could absolutely condense down, of course. Actually, the inputs would be kind of messed up if I tried that, because I split them into 4s before setting them over. Not great, not great. And then need to get to stacking. And they don't overlap at all, really. Just got these all across. God, this is such a mess. I mean, honestly, if I saw this in like a school or something, or like an office, like the wires look like this, I mean, that'd be pretty nice. But like, still a mess. Don't get me wrong. Anyways, these can all go one way or the other. Doesn't, you know, I guess I should probably push them down, right? We're gonna probably have to troubleshoot some things either way, so. It's not showing the right shape here, I don't think. Okay, we come to another problem here. If they don't have a second shape below them, they're not going to combine. So, yeah, that's great. I guess I could do it like this. No, that doesn't work. It's going to have issues at a certain point. Oh, send help. Send help, guys. I need help. was trying to do. Does this give out a null signal? I read the belt, and there's nothing on that belt. Does it give out a null signal? It does. This belt is empty. This belt is empty. I need it opposite though. I need to where's my NOT gate? There we go. There we go, something like that. Okay. Then I need to find these again. I'm not sure which way I want to do that. This doesn't really matter. I could just do it in here as well. I need to do the same for this side too. Okay, I need to do this for the same exact thing on this side too, but for the higher one. Like this much space. They need to read against each other actually. Maybe I need more complex logic than that. How'd that even work? Confident in this kind of working here. Of this, at the bottom belt. So this is saying if this bottom belt doesn't have anything at all, it's getting deleted back here. Then this will activate out. But there is something on here this won't activate. Do I need that for... I probably need that for both sides, don't I? So this is the top one. Needs to read the bottom one. This is a little close to the output, actually. I just realized I should probably move this further out. Someone's backed up somewhere. Those are coming in now. I need to clear this out. Yeah, this whole thing needs to be cleared out, actually. That's what works. Oh, this is a problem. I just realized. Because once this changes to a new shape, it's gonna have leftovers. And if it has leftovers, yeah. Seen the problem? really slowly. Something might be wrong with this one. You know, something wrong with this one too. It's kind of embarrassing. Those have been a while ago. It looks like they've been backed up for a while now. I really should have just redid this at this point. I'm just too lazy to do it now. I already beat the classic normal. It's whatever. But yeah, so once the train goes in and it changes shape, now we have an issue. Man, this game. This game. I mean, I have the right shape. It's just... Well, first off, it's only a single line of it, which is not ideal, but... Where are my train stations at? Delete all this. Don't need that. Yeah, there's no way to tell if it's working or not. That's the issue with this sort of thing is, it'll tell you what's on the belt, but this will tell you what could be on the belt, which is literally anything. I need to figure out a way to... Okay, I need to... Wait, there's a way to do this. I read the belt. Wire out. Here, a little display to make sure I'm near. Okay, I have the belt here. Okay, and if... we're seeing receiver. I'm looking for the operator signal receiver, right? Okay, so this is telling me this. Okay, so if these get a comparison gate, if these don't match, then we kick them out. Yep. I need a not gate. No, that's fine. Okay, these need to match. If they match, we're cool. If they don't match, you stop. And then we just kick them out. I probably should leave a single space of buffer. All right, you know, I don't. This is gonna be kind of hard because the throughput is not great. There's a red train on this line too. Why did I do that? Where is there? No, why is there a red train on this line? Stop. This isn't red train. This is cyan train, right? Oh, I'm not gonna blue anyways. Red comes here. There's another red fruit here. Why? Why did I use red for everything? Okay, that's green, red, blue, green. Okay, so now obviously this isn't a make anything machine because, well, it's definitely not making this. It doesn't do layers. It only does a single layer of a single shape, but I mean, the results speak for themselves, you know? And maybe not very quickly, to be fair, but, you know. I guess I could probably clean it out now. Yes, yes. So, all of that I just did to make this that someone else has built was way nicer, cleaner, and works way better. I'm sure if I like wrote down on a piece of paper what everything did, I could probably like grind it out a bit better than this, but yeah, why that works so well is because it sends a signal to the start from the get-go about what shape should go through at all, period. So it doesn't have like useless shapes coming out here. Like I'm wasting all the shapes that I'm not using here, but they're still going through anyways because, you know, this. And that's why it's going to have problems once this changes to a new shape. You know? Because these shapes are going to back up and, yeah, not great. But you know what? You know, we didn't build computers from the start. You know, we started with fire and went from there, and then we somehow managed to get to the point where we made rocks think. So you know, not gonna let it get to me. I think this should work. So it like, oh, I didn't read it. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. I never made this. Okay, what's going on? This one's going on the bottom. Read the bottom. So there's nothing on the bottom. Needs it not. Why did it auto default that way? I need a belt filter that pushes elsewhere. Almost forgot. So there is something on here, so this is... That's not gonna work. Why does this not work? Wait, it's not even working with the knot. What? Huh? Yeah? There is something on here. Should just... Why are you not working? Shouldn't you be working? Yep, croc. Okay, well, it doesn't work on this side. There's a very specific edge case that makes this work. So it reads there is something on this belt, non-signal. This should be working, but it's not working. Is this default behavior? It doesn't go through at all? It needs an odd signal? Oh, that is the... Oh. That's not good. I guess I could do it down here instead. This isn't gonna work. Up here. This goes both ways, okay. That's not gonna work either. gonna extend both of these. Figure this out real quick. Need to read this. So if there's nothing coming in on the bottom, there's trash here. If there's nothing coming through here. Belt filter up here. Go out, otherwise it goes to trash. Okay, that's not ideal. That is not an ideal solution. Guess? No, overflow. Right? It's not getting consumed. I don't know if that works either. So many problems in this. No problems in here. Must be nice. Okay, granted I'm stacking now. This is just only giving me the right shape, so like, I've gotten to that point already. Oh my god. So when I solve this one, it changes. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Okay, so this is now become operator shape 1 instead of 0. Oh my god, I am suffering. I'm having a great time, guys. I'm having a great time. You having a great time? I'm having a great time. Freaking OR gate. Okay, because I should move this a little further out. That's not gonna work either. That's not right. That's not right. Oh my god. Help. Yeah, this is going right. And just send it out. I mean, it'll clear itself up eventually on its own, right? Right? I don't need this line of train for this. It only needs the one. Unless I start increasing this from like 1,000 to like way higher, which I mean, it could be the case. Could definitely be the case. I mean, okay. Would this work? would this work? Yeah, I gotta do shape now. So now we're gonna see all the problems happening. It's still building this shape here. Oh, it changed pretty quickly, actually. But it has to get through the backlog, is the thing. And eventually it's gonna get, because this train is already filled up, you know, with a different shape. If that makes sense. Also, I never cleared this out, by the way. This shape is, this train's already filled up. You know what I mean? So, like... That's the problem. This train is filled up with the previous shape, which is still coming in. I mean, I guess I would need to load directly from this instead and be the way to do it. Then I would make my new train, and then I don't know. I don't know anymore. This game's confusing. Okay, not really the game, but this particular issue I'm having, making this a little confusing. I mean, that's not the right shape. That's not the right... Guys, that's not the right shape. Guys, come on. Yep. That's how my day's going too, guys. At this point, I'm just throwing things at the wall and hoping that something will work. I think I'm a little over it at this point. Alright, why is the right shape not getting made? The next question. Why is it putting in diamond instead of shuriken? Diamond? This is shuriken. Why are two of these lit up? Oh, wait, just because they're right next to each other. Okay, how's the left side going? Left side's doing fine. Why is this not... Why is it not putting this instead? Did I mix these up somewhere? Left. Left. Right? This is... No, these are backwards. That'll explain. A bit. A lot, actually. It would explain a lot, actually. You know... Okay, it should work now. Also, this isn't gonna work, by the way. I just realized. I need to redo this whole section. Comes on here. The thing about XORs or like all these gates is they only work if on off. They don't work with the actual signal. I can't compare the shape. You know? So shape comes in here, it reads it. We compare this with both, technically. Compare. I don't know, that's not gonna work. I never solved the problem of if one of these spots is empty. Do I go up or down? Shape or correct shape. This will be correct shape here. Clear that up. Clear that up. There's a conflict. Okay, these need to be OR'd. This needs to go up. This needs to be an OR gate. Like so. No, one got through! What do you messed up! Bruh! Bruh! You failed, circuit! What the heck? You've let me down! Also, this relies on full fruit, by the way. So, So if this isn't full fruit, but this doesn't like I'm suffering. Like, some of them are getting, it is working. You know, it's working. Kind of. Not well, but like. Shouldn't it be reaching through? Is this not full 180? Isn't that full 180 well input? What? Why not? Why is it not? Speak to me, boy. Speak to me. Why not? No, actually, why not, though? Like, what? What's happening? 1, 2, 45, 34. I mean, I guess they're getting stuck on each other. And that's slowing it down, but it should still be full throughput, right? These other ones are working. Why is this the only one that's not? That doesn't make sense. What? Come down here, come out this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's because this is... It's actually crazy. It's absolutely insane, the problems in this game. It's actually crazy. How this game continually makes you feel stupid every single time. It's insane. It's wow. How does this game do it? How does this game continually make me feel so stupid every single time? For just the most minor, I get it. It's like programming, you missed a semicolon, sure, buddy. But like, man. Anyways, now it should be working. It might have some... If it's full throughput, this should still be working, but, like, kind of awkward. We're losing a little bit. It's getting chopped off at the end, but, you know, that's okay. Also, this number is increasing, and I don't like that. I also didn't choose layers for this either, so, like, yeah, kind of a problem. Must be delivered in the correct orientation, yep. Also, I just kind of want to, like, let it do its own thing for a while. I just need to see. That's not carrying anything. A driver's life gone in vain. So I still haven't figured out the problem if there's, like, a missing section, obviously. I could double up on these. There is a solution for this. It's not pretty, but if I make the top the bottom instead, and the bottom the top, then it'll automatically go to one or the other eventually. And it shouldn't matter because they're already in the right orientation for where they need to go. But then I need to double up this too, is the thing. Which, I mean, yeah, I can do that. This one goes on the bottom. Yeah, then I do the same over here. Which I guess they could both go to the same line. Doesn't really matter. Okay, let's move this over. Let's rethink our strategy here. Look for this, don't need that. Okay. That could be a pretty solution, I'll admit it, but yeah, I'll do it this way, actually. They can both output the right way. On the bottom. Find this, output the right way down here. So this goes on the bottom of this one, and it goes on the top of this one. One goes on the top of this one. And, it's ugly, I'll admit it, yes. Don't worry about it. It's fine, guys. It's so fine. Actually, why am I not using the third floor? I have a third floor for a reason. Why am I not using the third floor? Let's get rid of the need for circuitry entirely. So, yeah. We like it when we don't have to deal with circuitry, because that's pretty cool. Makes us feel very happy when that happens. Alright, there we go. That's our, I guess it's a little less than 180 because it has to keep rearranging itself over and over again. But there is our single layer MaM for uncolored shapes. Spent 2 hours making that. Can't do color, can't do pins, can't do crystallization, can't do layers. But gosh darn it, it can do a single layer. Not well, mind you, not well. But you know, it's almost a make anything machine. It's a, you know, it's Temu. You know, it's Temu make anything machine. You know, it's just a little cheaper. But yeah. Well, I guess I should probably. I guess it doesn't matter. This is full input. I'm actually do the second layer for the ending, just for this. How would I do color? Oh god, I guess there's pipe readers. Okay, how does that even work? I need a color shape. So we have yellow, white color. Like, what is this outputting? You know, what is this outputting right here? I don't. White. Okay, great. So that outputs white. How would I? I guess it would. Okay, the signal would come in here. I mean, it's reading this out. Yeah, I just realized this does not. I guess it works now because it's always random operator shape 0. Since I'm not doing this one. This is 1. This is 0 now. Yeah, this wouldn't work. I just realized. I mean, because the second I finished this shape right here, this would now change to operator shape 1. Which is not ideal. Okay, you know what? I thought this was solved, but it's actually not. I just realized. I didn't think about a shape that had 2. Okay, you know what? It's not even Temu. It's not even Temu anymore. It's just sad. It's just sadness now. So I need to like destroy all these shapes too that are now clogging everything up. Except this is, I put the inputs on the inside, so that doesn't really work. Well, that's great. That's so great. Love to see it. Looks like my short-sighted solution had another issue again. Crazy, right? It's crazy how it always happens like that. Game's so good, making you feel dumb. Okay, well, yeah, this... on one hand, I'm a little thankful. Okay, I am a little thankful that this came up this early, because I was about to end the video with this glaring issue. Now I still have to do one more thing, apparently. I thought I could get away with doing it with no circuits, but... Put the trash out first and foremost. Alright, well, I guess I do need to figure this part out after all. How am I gonna do this? I need to grab the signal. Coming out here. Shape 0, which is not really going to work too well, but like I need to rotate it. Reverse. This comes out. And I need to read that. This comes out as null. But that's null. If this is null, then I need to not get out of here to activate. No, I need to see the out. Okay, this null. Okay, how does it push off? It's when it doesn't equal this. Pushes. Well, it's saying, I guess it's not outputting a 0. Put 2 knots in a row, it'll make it a 0, right? Okay, surprisingly that worked. I'm impressed at my own genius. Wow, amazing. Now do for the other side. This is null. Okay, that's like that. And if I... God, do I need to make a situation for every single orientation being empty, or... Oh my god, end me, end me. Unless this will just work if I just send this signal out. Did I put this on the bottom too? I did. This comes out this way. Into here. I need to filter this. So this, how does this work? It's 0. 0 is what's pushing, so it needs to be 0 so it pushes sideways. No, I already have the line here. I can just dump it on. Like so. There's gonna be some other problem with it, is the thing. Very muchly a band-aid. I've been doing nothing but band-aid solutions here, okay? Nothing but band-aid solutions have been happening here. Do I need to trash these? I mean, it's working, I guess. But because it's still going through, it's still having my output because of its awkward shape. If I use an overflow. That doesn't really help either. I guess it'll clear itself up eventually. But yeah. Do I even need the trap? I guess I kind of do, because eventually it will get backed up on some stupid shape that has one part missing. It's like, it's when this goes from a part missing to a part that's there, that it will have a backup, because like these are stuck right now inside of here. This doesn't work if the shape on the top left is also not working either. So I might need logic for each of these situations, right? Okay, yeah. Nice read. Not. There was a conflict. There is something there. I mean, theoretically, if I just let it run, every problem will present itself, and I'll have to fix each and every one. Theoretically. Problem is, these take way too long to get where they need to go, so it's like not helping. It takes too long for the train to get back, so it's like really hard to troubleshoot in real time. You know, and that's kind of a problem. I mean, is this enough to finish this? But like, look at this. Work of art, trash. Alright, this worked immediately, that's good. This is now having the output. Not great. Not great. This is the shape I need in here. That's not. Yeah, if I severely handicap how much throughput goes here, which actually makes this work not great, because then it always needs to have the right shape. Okay, yeah, there's some inefficiencies here. just a few, just a few. So this system only works when there's actually decent throughput. And as you can tell, now we have a new problem. The shape is on the right side. So this is great. This is so great. There's nothing here. This is getting null. But should give a 1 if there is something here. I need a NOT gate for this. Why are you pointed in the wrong direction? Why? This is really finicky to work with. It does not like exiting. And then when this is on, no, because that things will get stuck, won't they? Man. I'd throw that shape away. Why is it just throwing one? What? Bruh. Stop throwing shapes away. Those are perfectly good shapes you're throwing away there, bub. Okay. One. Okay, I see. There's a problem. One of these is a circle every so often. Wonder however that could have happened. Okay, the problem is if the shape is on the left side now, it's gonna have the opposite problem, no? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Desperation at this point. Yeah. Well, you know, learning experience. I'll probably wrap this up soon. Learned a lot of things about shapes and circuitry and other stuff. But the earlier you can set up the circuitry, the better. Because if you don't set the circuitry up here, you get every single problem known to mankind here, and then some, too. So, why is it still popping like a random, like, circle, double circle somewhere? How's that even happening? How is this top right circle even getting through? Oh. Maybe make this an overflow. Actually, that doesn't really work, does it? Huh. Well, can't wait to see what problem happens this time. At this point, it's just like watching a slow-mo train mech that I've set into motion myself, you know? So I could have mirrored this and put this together and then pointed it up, but... Sure. Yeah. It's not gonna clean out for a while, is it? If ever. So now we have two separate things that are backed up. Isn't it just beautiful? Isn't this just beautiful? I didn't make this. This does everything that, like, this whole section here does, better. In a 20th of the space. Looking like I might need to clear this out. I don't think this is happening. I could make it work. It's just gonna be me finagling with it for like another 20 hours. And I don't really feel like doing that. I'll be real with you. So this is kind of bothering me. I just kind of wanna fix this real quick, make it look a little nicer. Way less space taken. Well, yeah. Got another problem here. And this shape. Which one's my bottom right? This one? They're never combining. Okay. I think they deliberately made the shapes in this order to, like, keep making you troubleshoot more and more problems with what's happening. But anyways, I see what I could do. I could output every single orientation between these gates. I have 4 inputs in. They all need to go on the bottom and top of every single one once. But that's gonna take like 8 of these stacks instead of just these 4. Just realized, but it would work. It would be very inefficient, however, is the problem. And then there'd be some other problem that would show its ugly head, so I don't know. I guess if only the required shapes come through. There's no overlap. The thing is, there's no overlap between any of these shapes because they're all separate corner. I made sure of that. But this is never gonna work. Maybe I clear this out. Would it work if I cleared it out? I'd wager there's a way to do this without any logic at all. Or at least very minimal logic. I can't think of it. Okay, I'll putz around with this for a little bit, but closing thoughts, shapes too, pretty cool. Me, not so much. But again, like I said, you know, between Satisfactory, Factorial, and this, I do kind of enjoy this. It's very simplistic. It's really easy to build at scale. It's just I'm only building a factory. You know, don't gotta worry about biters, don't gotta worry about interruptions. My train of thought gets to work in one direction and stay in that direction. That's not really the case in Factorio, and not really what you can do for a while in Satisfactory either. So, I don't know, I think this just kind of like boils down the very essence of the factory genre here, you know? But yeah, theoretically, it shouldn't matter what order I combine shapes in, would it? As long as they all combine in the end. Yeah, because then it's sequential. Right? Okay, let me save this real quick. Goes here. Make a MaM stacker. I got the cheat sheet here that only has that one design in it, so yeah, it's you know, outdated. Okay, I just had a thought about this though. It shouldn't matter what order I stack them in. And this gets rid of a lot of headaches, too, if I do it a very different way. Let's get all our lines that we need. Let's go back to the basics, back to a simpler time. When I wasn't worrying or stressing out about all this junk. Do that? No. Here's my output. Here, this is end goal. I can see a problem immediately surfacing with these other designs I just thought of now, but like... I need to get the circuitry going at the start. You know, I might need to look up some documents for this. I might legitimately need to look at someone else's design here. Oh well, look at this guy. Perfect. We encounter a problem when a layer has blank quadrants. We can't pass a single shape directly through it. Hard to find with belt filters, sending a quadrant to a stack when it has something to combine with. That makes so much sense. Gosh darn it. It wants me to read these, basically. What this guy wrote, and now it's just like, wow. So basically, if it can read that there's something on this line, at all. So, yeah, I really should experiment more with each circuit, but here we go. This has a signal, this has no signal. So somehow the watermelons have managed to keep up with everything, and these other shapes have been not great. Which leads me to wonder if something's wrong with this. Yes. The answer is yes. The answer is very muchly so. Yes, there is something wrong with it. What's wrong with it? Who even knows? Anyway. So now we have circuit on off. And I didn't read any further than that, but if maybe XOR would work? What does that give me? Number one. No, not what I'm looking at. I need and. Oh, wait, why am I just, I can just flip these. What am I doing? This is making this overcomplicated. This is and. So if there's one on both, it goes yes. If not, what I'm looking for, belt filter. This goes on. Okay, these shapes are not helping because they. I know why they did it. It's just maybe this should be a knot. so that goes forward. I should probably split this up so I can read it easier. So basically, this has nothing on the belt, so it's giving a null signal. This is an AND, so both of these need to be on for them to go to the stacker stack. I should have done this the opposite way. Actually, no, this doesn't need to be an AND. A stacker. If there is something here, it does stack. Otherwise, we just send both of them on. And I can go on the same line, technically. It should work, should work. Okay. Same thing down here. We figure out, is there something to stack? If not, no, we go out. This comes out. And they stack again. Move this down. Aim this down. Do this. Read it again. If there's something on and both of these, then it'll stack one more time. And this goes to the end. If not, send it. Should be the opposite way, actually. Something like that. Okay. So then these are no longer the shape. Why'd you let them through? Why are you letting them through? I didn't change anything about this. Eh? That doesn't make sense. What? It's working now. I know, it's doing the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. It's doing the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. Why? Did I mess something up? I remade this to make it look cleaner, which, yeah, is very muchly something I would do. I will say. Yeah, that was the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. What the heck? Give me a display. Yeah, show me a display. These are coming in here. Comparing what's on here. This is okay. Oh, it needs to be OR. Which is not gonna work if I have two separate MaMs going. I just realized. There we go. Okay, I was like, why is this not working? Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Ugh, this is a problem, because, like, I want to, like, make sure it's working in some way, but now I have to wait. I have to wait for it to like break in some way to figure out this should work. So there's nothing on both lines, so it just bypasses this and goes down. The problem is you can't put a belt reader and filter cannot be on the exact same thing. They can't be the same one, which would make this a lot easier. So this is always gonna be like off by 1, pushed forward, which kind of sucks. Yeah, the fact that these can change, like these can change depending on what order you do them in, that's so stupid. That's like actually the dumbest thing ever. They probably had to do it that way. It's just so goofy. Why is that even a thing? Okay, train going. A little faster, please, train. A little faster. So there's nothing to stack. Bypasses. Keeps going. These two do have something to stack. Pretty elegant solution. Thank you, random Reddit poster, for that helpful bit of advice. Gonna be here a while. Oh, there goes. There she blows. You need so much moolah. I missed research credits, but you know, moolah for this. Like, that's crazy. Well, I'm only halfway done, by the way. Alright, let's see how it handles this new interruption that has now happened. Now it's finished, the circle keeps going. Not combining with anything. Signals are working strong. They're coming together. We're making this shape. Because this one is behind, I think. Yeah, it's working now. Need to clear up though, that's the thing. And it's gonna output the wrong thing too. I need a better way to clean up trash from this final belt, like actually though. So again, it's always off by 1 here, which is not ideal. I guess it kind of trashes it inside of here on its own, which is nice. All right, no complications so far. All right, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I mean, there's that one complication here, but like, other than that complication, very good signs happening. Yeah, somehow your boy has managed to condense everything I've done here into a single tile, and it's just like, it really does blow my mind though. It's crazy. Like, this is what I was saying before in the previous episodes. Like, I know there's like an easier way to do so many of these things I'm doing in like a better way, and I just cannot figure them out in my head for the life of me. But I know they exist. Also, the guy on that post also said there's probably an easier way to do this where you just read from one and belt filter the other. So you don't even need to worry about this at all. But, I don't know, I like this. This looks cleaner, in my opinion. should probably be moving these closer together, though, now that I'm thinking about it. Because there's, like, obviously a input delay between these two, of course. There we go. Even cleaner, even more condensed. Could probably push this all back a little bit too, which is nice. But yeah, if I can figure out a way to send a signal to just send the right shape before any of this even begins, I wouldn't even need to worry about trashing at all, is the thing. Like, I would not need to worry about trashing at all. For the most part, at least. I would only need this one trash at the end, which could get rid of this, like, entire section here. How does he do this? Okay, I haven't given, like, a much closer look at this, but how does he condense it so well? It's kind of crazy. Rotator, reverse rotator cutter. That comes out again. So this whole shape comes in here, gets cut. They both get pushed this way. Why does this come with it? That's what I don't get. How does this work? Well, this isn't a cutter, this is a filter. Oh. Get that even in here, because this worries about bottom left, I think. And managed to organize. Like, this is just like so. It's kind of beautiful. Like, how do you you having your mind working the way it does like that? You know, honestly, they probably spent a lot of time on it. Oh well, it's over. It's over. It's so over. Well, it was a good run, guys. It was a good run. We now have a multi-layer shape. It's over. I did not plan for multi-layers. I mean, I have the process tree here, I suppose. Which one is this trying to grab for? What is this one trying to grab for? Bottom left. Circle. Works for both of them. There's only 2 greens on. Okay, it's doing bottom layer. This works bottom layer. It's doing the full bottom layer. Okay, so basically what I would need to do from here to add multiple layers is I would have to split this right here. So we need to go this way. And then I would need to do all this again for the second layer after I do a simulated unstacker. You know? See? So it's currently doing this shape going forward right now. So I would actually need to unstack a whole heck of a lot. And then this would have to go this way, actually. Just realized I would have to push this down a bit. But yeah, I only have the bottom layer done. And then I would need to grab this, which is the bottom layer. I would need to move this to the side, stack it with this exact same machine again. You know, all these corners, all this. This all needs to get doubled up, essentially, for the second layer. Which is not ideal, as you could probably imagine. I do have the throughput for all 4 layers, though. I do technically have the throughput for all 4 layers. This is true. It would still be 180 per second, or per minute. So per second. But this is not the shape. It's comparing this, but Okay, honestly, I'm okay with leaving this game here, at least for the recordings. I would love to like play around with this a little bit more off camera. But I had a lot of fun. Really enjoyed this. This MaM was another beast entirely, and I just don't know how. Yeah. I just don't understand how you could just make it look so neat and compact and just fully functional. I can't even like reverse. I can't even begin to like reverse engineer this. Actually, I guess I could. I could just build this out, just like every part individually on like its own separate tile, but that would be like. I mean, I guess that's kind of what people do now with like microprocessors and everything, and they make them smaller and smaller all the time. They just have to, you know, figure out. And this is like the smallest it can be, essentially, because the game is hard coded to be this size. We can't go any smaller than this. I mean, I'm sure somebody could maybe make it smaller than this, but this is like, I mean, like as compact as you're gonna get, to be fair. Yeah, fun game. Really enjoyed my time with this. I don't know. Let me know if you guys really do want to see me play the other modes. Let's say this real quick. I'm just happy to make a single layer MaM for uncolored shapes, okay? You know, that is a personal achievement. All it took was 3 hours. Only 3 hours. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Only 3 hours. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But let's get back to the layer, or the main menu. I'm thinking of layers now. Anyways, here's this. You can see new, classic, the hard, insane. The simulation has been unstable. Absurdly complex shapes, unforgiving targets. Only the most experienced operators will survive. The thing is, you could still do this. You could still do these, right? It's just gonna be super complex. But as long as there's a set shape, you just make that machine, you know, and you just do it. Which is, I honestly, a lot easier to wrap personally, way easier to wrap my head around. Actually, you know, let's see some of these insane goals. There's also hexagonal, which is like, yeah. And obviously challenge, you have blueprint costs, which is just, I don't know, I think that's stupid. I just think blueprint costs is stupid. Anyways, I just want to check what these insane milestones are, yeah? This image is quite unstable. Shapes are collected targets. I'm forgetting the mistakes very costly. Seriously, this is your last chance to go back and pick a different assignment. Actually, you did already sign up. Oh, well. Good luck in there. You're gonna need it. Alright, what are we working with? The same base. Yeah, I should make a new map. A new seed. This is boring. The base seed. Alright, what we got? First shape. 4 layers already. Amazing. 4 layers already. God. We get fluids already. Wow. There's 12 milestones as well. What's the most complex shape? What we got here? That's 5 layers, by the way. I thought it only went up to 4 layers, no? Shit. I like how this code doesn't even fit. The shape code doesn't even fit in here. That's hilarious. I love that. Okay, so we need 2. We need to make these 2, which is easy enough. We would make 2 again, so we double it up, but we pin the second layer down. Not bad, not too bad. Empty pins. Okay, this is the tricky bit right here. These empty pins. I think we need to make this layer. Let's go layer view. Oh, there's 3 pins. Oh, okay, that's a lot more complex than I had in mind. But basically, you need to make a crystal. You need to put a pin on that crystal, and then you need to shatter that crystal by dropping it. I think that's how it works, to make the pins, like, freestanding on their own. Because you can't normally, because this layer right here, bottom layer, not so bad. This right here, this one right here, kind of bad. Actually, no, that wouldn't work because the crystallization of the top layer would also fill this out. Oh. Oh. I see. So quarter view what we got here. It's 2 pins. Yeah. I mean, we have this, so you would. You would pin these 3 shapes. Put a red and a black on top of each other. Drop this down. Alongside. No, because you could make these 3, the red one, or the yellow. Or, sorry, white. These 3 white. I'm not sure what they're called. The really complex one. You could pin those. Make 3 of these, pin them. Make these 2. And then you plop them both. No, how do you get these 2 pins? Wait, how do you get these 2 pins that are freestanding here? Because it's pin on pin. Just some pin on pin action, you know? Okay. And then this top layer, you just plop it down on top, I think. Simple enough. I thought there were only 4 layers. Are there actually 5? What we got before that? How do you do this? You'd have to. I mean, you can't drop crystals. Yeah, you can't drop crystals at all. So how would you? How'd you do that? Wait, how do you do that? Because this is a crystal on top of a pin. Okay. Actually, can you put down crystals if they have pins below them without them shattering? I think you can. Maybe? Okay, well, we have these shapes here before this. Yeah, this is just kind of heinous. I guess does it teach you? You make this shape, okay. You would make this shape here. Actually, there's no crystal. There's no crystal on this one. How would you make this shape? You would make this one. That's the beginning. Then you would rotate it 9 degrees. You would pin it, plop it on top. Then you would plop a red diamond on top of that. Simple enough. You have this here. How would you make this? You pin this white. You would pin this white here. Okay, get these 3. You pin these 3. No, because this one's not pinned. These are pinned. Okay, these are already pinned already. And they set the milestones that you use the previous stuff in the later ones, unless that's different for Insane, which is kind of not cool. That's kind of a scummy thing to do, if that's the case. Because you've set the expectation that the previous ones will be used in later ones. So we have this. Go here. I guess. How would you? Yeah, because previously these were connected. This black one down here, but now it's separated? How does that work? I guess you could cut it, maybe. You could cut the whole shape, reassemble it later. Dude, cut the shape, get these out of here, get this on its own. Put it back on the bottom, put the purple on top. Pin again beneath these 2. Pin a single corner here. Plop that together. Or stack that together. Stack this white one on top of that. I think that would work. Oh, man. And then, can you combine them together? black, black. Yeah, how would you even combine them together? You have to like disassemble them again to recombine them again. Right? No, you just stack this on top of the other one. Okay, this is 2 pins. This is 2 pins down. The shape already has 2 pins in the one below that, and this one here. Yeah, then you just combine these 2 together. Okay, not too bad actually. I don't know, I feel like this is harder. Maybe? Unless I'm thinking about that other one wrong, which I could be. But like, crystallization is really finicky to work with. I guess you could drop things on top of it, you just can't drop the crystals themselves. Right? How would you... Because there's no unstacker. There's a simulated unstacker, but there's no actual unstacker tile or like machine you can use. Okay, that's just mean putting that one on the top there. Why would you do that? That's so mean to do that. I mean, it seems doable. Insane, just like it would just take a really long time to do it, that's all. Is there something I'm missing here? Mushroom, mushroom, another mushroom. Why do we kill the mushroom? Why do we do that? Where's my mushroom shape? Okay, I mean, you know, it could be fun. I would probably do hard first as like a whole separate series. Pretty fun. All right, what else we got? That's insane. Delete that because I want to do like a custom map, or not custom, like just like a new map, not like the base map again. All right, what's manufactured? Recommend after playing classic mode. Your vortex imploded. Process dimensional waste through trade stations. What does that mean? Advanced perfection. Header codes, more complex conversions. Only seasoned operators need to apply. But yeah, I would like move the map generation. Oh, I didn't realize there were extra challenges. Oh, only one, but oh, that's so mean. That is so mean. That is disgusting. Why would you do that? Replaces a straight. No straight stat. Oh no. Who would do this? No, tell me. Who are you? Who of you are so masochistic you would do any of these to yourself? I guess this isn't that bad. You just use a lot of rotators. You kind of already do this with the MaM before they added counterclockwise rotators. Splitting conveyor belts is disabled. Merging and space belt splitters remain available. Interesting. No trash. That would get annoying quick if you're something messes up somewhere. Trains derail or destroyed when they reach the end of the track instead of returning on the lower rail. Wait, so does that mean you have to make a whole circle, or how does that work? I guess does this even matter if you're launching them into the thing? Okay, what's okay? I need to figure out the gimmick of this. One sec. Welcome back, operator. Let's address it directly. Your vortex overheated and imploded. The facility is gone. The platform's gone. Our operational clearance has been, let's call it, suspended. We cannot let you near a real factor right now. Regulations to understand. We're not revealing a new job available on the other side of the simulation, where the shapes that the other operators deliver into their vortexes end up as firmly processed waste. Someone has to deal with that. Take the damaged shapes, polish them, and bring them to the trade station to exchange them for better shapes. Emerald, gold, diamonds. Collect enough and you can begin assembling a new vortex platform. At the vortex grand assembler complete, we'll consider reinstating your factory clearances. No promises. Oh, you again. Run the lens into the vortex. Yeah, we're fixing that today. Okay, I'm just curious what this game mode is. Dimensional waste receiver. All the dimensional waste. Let's go somewhere, and that somewhere is your problem right now. Process the waste at polishing stations and trade the results at trade stations for refined shapes. Rebuild your vortex platform. Consider your real simulation. Again, no pressure. How does this work? I'm so curious right now. Okay. Cut it and deliver to the polishing. Okay, polishing station gives me what? I mean, I cut it in half. I assume I don't need... No, I guess I do need miners for this. Is this the same shape no matter what? I could have made it brown, kind of. Okay, well... Where's my... splitter? Will this work? Oh, we're not allowed to do this. Ah, I only have the half destroyer. Yes, of course. Yes, yes, of course. Alright, sure. Alright, what we got out of this? Comes in, this destroy. Why is this so... It's only one... Oh, yeah. I'm back to the base conveyor belt speed, I forgot. That's right. That's so right. You guys are so right. Alright, once you complete the milestone in the platform station, it will output refined shapes in return. The current factory is way too slow, though. Scale out to at least 8 polishing stations. What are these milestones? At least this. What is even happening here? I don't want the red shape. Okay, red, blue. Red wire, blue wire. Okay, I'm working on it, Are these 2 layers? No, they're not. You can stack them. Cool. Had to make sure. Okay. So the output is locked currently, but I'm assuming I need to output at some point. All right, they're setting their crappy shapes that they don't know what they're doing about our way. Ugh, some operators, am I right, guys? All right, how does this work? Unlock, okay. Polished waste is the start of the trader's one more. Processes further the ruby station to produce genuine ruby. This also unlocks trains, legal shapes across your efficiently from garbage to gemstones. What a career. True. Train. Alright, I know the train basics. I just don't know what I'm doing. So what does this need? This needs... Okay. Assume I don't use that second bit of that yet. Do I have everything I need? I don't have cutters. I do have stackers. I mean, it looks like I was kind of on the right track to have, like, single tile everything. Which kind of makes me feel a little bit all cozy inside, you know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't think about the early game. I just realized when I was making some of these. Do we have side jobs in this game mode? If operator jobs, there's no side jobs. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I need to stop playing. What am I doing? Guys, why are you making me? Why am I still playing? Why are you doing this to me, huh? Why are you doing this to me? Don't answer that. I did it to myself. But why are you doing this to me, huh? Okay. Also, is this full throughput, by the way? I only get 2 layers, anyways. Okay. Well, just had to make sure. I guess we're back to the basics, huh? Launch a trading rocket in the manufacture mode. I don't know what that means. get all these. Why am I still playing? Why am I still playing? Why am I still playing? I just want to see where this is going. Trust. I just want to see where this is going. I swear. Okay. Oh, I forgot how slow these platforms were. I guess you need to use the operator levels to get stuff, eh? Oh, he was always talking about it, but I don't think he was actually gonna do it. Alright, well, I guess I should probably double, triple, and quadruple this up, yeah. I guess I didn't need to use the second line. I could just use the one line because it's full throughput already anyways. Okay, that makes a lot more. Okay, why did I do this? That's stupid of me. So can these build on top of each other? They can. They absolutely can. Okay, I don't know why I did this. The way I did it was goofy. It was a little silly. A little silly, a little Billy. At least I can stack them. Oh, it's so, how is there? Oh yeah, you know that would do it. That would actually do it. I forgot to rotate them first. I was the goofy goober. I did not rotate one of the layers. I was the goofy goober. Silly me. How could I be so stupid? See, it's like a disease. Once you start getting the blueprints and you try to go fast again, you know, you're just like, no, I trust them. I trust them with my life, even though they will definitely get me killed. Okay. I guess he's also functioned as like a vortex, essentially. Also, can we like hurry up here, little guys? Come on, let's go. I just want to see. I just want to see what else there is in this game mode. Come on, hurry, hurry. I already did the closeout and everything. It's been another 15 minutes since the closeout. I want to put these in, but I can't actually make those yet. Can I? Or can I? Can I? Research. Oh. Phonation station. So basically, instead of putting everything in a vortex for everything, we're doing the we're making the vortex starting from. Okay, well, I mean, it's not that different. I say now, but like, maybe I can't even make this other shape, can I? Trains. Oh no, I have mining stations. Duh, I can make. Oh no, I'm stupid. Whoops. I actually can make the second shape, I just wasn't thinking. Forgot you can actually push in. Like, these should not be like that. Okay, yeah, I was just like staring like dumbfounded at this, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Oh, it's so tiny. It's a puny node. It's not big enough. It's just not big enough for what I need. This one is though. How would I? No, I'm gonna keep these designs in my back pocket. Alright, where did I put these? I put them in the red, right? Yeah. Ah, this is kind of nice. I just put in the vortex somewhere else. You know, I kind of like this actually. That's nice. I don't have that. Quota complete. Quota complete. Oh, I need to do this too. Okay, that makes sense. And operator levels are all this. There's only 8, really? Well, I guess this is a little complex. Maybe that's why. What is... When the orange... Oh god, the randomized gold. Oh no, oh no, I need to make a MaM. No, I just finished being done with this. That's my 10. Infinite goals. Vortex construction, vortex grand assembler. Let's look at these last shapes, what we got to work with. Not too bad. Yeah, honestly, it's okay. You know, it's a little different, but we're still playing like the same game, so it doesn't seem like that much of a difference. Okay, you know, fun game. You know what? What's there to be said? Fun game. I had fun. Be classic normal. I would love to do some of these other ones on my own time, or yeah. I mean, you know, honestly, if people like, if I ever like streamed someday, I wouldn't mind playing through this for like a month straight. if there was like a monetary value to doing such a thing, I will say, and I could make a living, like I wouldn't mind doing this. This would be great. But okay. I can finally release the review I've been sitting on for a while, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.